Belle. Ellen's grandma was busy in the pantry with last-minute baking when Ellen arrived home on Christmas Eve, but the front door was, as always, unlocked. The double-fronted pink house in Suffolk, in the centre of the village opposite the church, had red pantiles that sheltered the bedrooms in the eaves. To one side of the house was a long workshop with an iron roof. Inside was a run of benches and gleaming tools. Partitioned off was the paint shop, where two old men of indeterminate age refurbished the traps and carts brought in for repair. Behind that was a yard where tree trunks, ramrod straight, were stacked until sawn to size over a pit for new wheels. The forge where the wheel rims were fitted belonged to an independent blacksmith. Ellen's dad had inherited the house and living from his father, but now, like the Ipswich bargees, he clung on to the old skills, while business declined for R. Odell and Son, wheelwrights. He had no son to follow on. Ellen trod quietly along the hall where she glimpsed in passing the glowing logs in the sitting-room fireplace. A real welcome home, she thought, after the chilly evening walk along the lanes from the station. However, as usual, she'd enjoyed the last part of the journey from Halesworth along the narrow-gauge line of the Southwold Railway, where the little train leisurely traversed the heath. Snow was definitely in the air. "Surprise!" she sang out, as her little plump grandma whirled round from the table, rubbing the flour from her hands, intent on untying her apron to receive visitors. "Oh, it's you," she said, but the smile on her face betrayed her pleasure. "Expected you home before this, Ellen." She permitted her granddaughter to kiss her cheek. "Sorry, Grandma, I got caught up with all the excitement in Ipswich. Billy wanted me to stay with them, but I said you and Dad would expect me here." "Billy, what a name for a little girl," her grandma said, turning back to the dough. "I know, Grandma. You hoped she'd be named Belle, after you. Can I help?" "Take your coat and hat off first. I made your bed up. I reckoned you'd come. How long will you stay?" Belle cut pastry rounds for mince pies. "Until the new year, if you'll have me. Then I really must look for another job. I can't expect you to keep me now I'm grown up." "What are you hiding under that cap, I wonder?" "Had my hair lopped, Grandma. I guessed you wouldn't approve." "Got to go with the times," Belle said unexpectedly. "Seen your dad?" "Not yet. Heard him sawing away in the log shed. Didn't want to startle him." "Doesn't matter about me, eh? Hungry, Ellen? There's sausage rolls cooling." Ellen sat down opposite her grandma. They drank from bluebird-patterned cups, the remaining two from Belle's wedding gift tea service. The pastry was flaky and pale gold, plump with coarse-cut sausage meat, savoury with sage. Ellen looked around the pantry-cum-kitchen, with the cream-painted dresser, scored table, cool marble slab for pastry, the bread-oven in the wall, and the Belfast sink by the window. The weekly baking took place here, daily cooking on the range in the living-room. The nearby bakery provided the wherewithal to roast larger joints like the Christmas goose already delivered there to cook slowly overnight. "I missed you, Grandma. I missed your cooking," Ellen said, clearing her throat. "You haven't changed that much then, that's good. I missed you too." "Here you are then," Ellen's dad exclaimed when he came in. His head and shoulders were powdered with snow already melting in the warm room. "Just in time, eh?" His eyes, as blue as her own, twinkled at her as he bent to kiss her. "Still got your fierce moustache," she said ruefully, trying not to wince. "But you've lost your curls. At least you haven't painted your pretty face." He turned to Belle. "I spread rock salt on the path and the step in case the snow lies. Well, Ellen, you can pull my boots off, eh, and tell me what's going on in the town." Richard had a special cup with a rim to accommodate his moustache. He was a big man with a ready smile. He took great gulps of the scalding tea. "I'm real pleased to see you," he observed as she wrestled with his hefty footwear. "Home for good, are you? Plenty for you to do here, helping your grandma, you know."